Joe, Aaron Murphy. Murph, thanks for joining 4,000 and counting, bud.
Well, thanks, guys. I'm a fan of the show. I love the guests you've had. You've had some really good guests. So I'm not up there with the Marastis and stuff. So it's a pleasure to be on here. Hopefully, I can bring some of the energy those guys bring. But thanks for reaching out. It's great to come on and talk some hockey.
Yeah, well, come on.
Sorry, Bandy.
Pitter patter. Let's get at her.
Yeah, it's funny, right? Because when we started this journey, I mean, my employer has been supporting British hockey in some way or another for 10 years, right? Over 10 years. I mean, I've done over 900 games. That's incredible, right?
That's
so
mad.
you look at the commitment to Premier Sports and Free Sports to making sure that the under 18s, the under 20s. Remember Liam Kirk, before he was Liam Kirk, before he was a draft pick, we had him on TV at under 20s and all that. We've had the women on TV. So the point is, when we first started 10 years ago, I was kind of told, look, we're not sure what the market is. We know there's a niche market. We know EIHL fans and Team GB fans are mad for it. But you also have to bring some entertainment value to a football fan who might come across this, or a cricket fan. And so some of the things that people still want me to say, like pitter patter, let's get at her, or up top shelf where you keep the good whiskey. Like I was being not told, but I was being suggested that we need to entertain football fans and cricket fans. We have to somewhere be in the middle, that not everyone is going to be a diehard hockey fan and know everything. So a little bit of entertainment. Because my bosses were right. At the time, say 10 years ago, there were a lot of people tuning in that would have thought it was like your era when you were in Basingstoke or whatever. There might be a bench brawl every night, and that's not the case anymore, right? So people might be tuning in
a lot more if there was, by the way, just saying.
Well, yeah. I think, the game has changed, right? But I think the funny point is that some of the stuff I did at the start, I mean, I was finding my feet as well. But there was a lot of, we needed to entertain people. We also had to explain things like offsides with, we don't really explain it too much now. I think there's a good hockey audience there. I think people are more in tune with hockey now because of the NHL and stuff as well that my employer has. So you mentioned the KHL and the SHL. So it was always a juggling act as to how much we spoon feed new people, but we don't want to upset the people who understand the game too. So some of the things like pitter patter were certainly to get people into it and some energy. Plus, once the mic goes on and I'm in a hockey arena, I kind of forget I'm working and I just enjoy the hockey too. So I get excited as well.
So the deal's been announced this week. I believe it was actually yesterday that the Elite League is now the Premier Sports Elite League, and that deal is to run for 3 years. As the man kind of on the inside, you've been working for him, as you say, for 10 years. What do you think this deal means for the league? What do you think it means for Premier Sports and for hockey in the UK going forward now?
Well, I think, let's be honest, I don't want to talk about the pandemic, and I'm ssure you guys don't either.
Nope.
The last 18 months has been difficult for businesses. So first off, to be able to come to the table, my people above me, my boss who put in hard yards, and the leadership of the Elite League, to come together and find something that works for everybody on the back of something that's been pretty hard for hockey, right? And for the clubs, it's an absolute honor to be able to be a title sponsor and then tie that in with the broadcast deal, right? So everyone gets something out of it in that, we're coming out of a tough stretch for sports broadcasting. We're coming out of a tough stretch for the Elite League. So to become the Premier Sports Elite League, the league knows that they've got a title sponsor, i.e. some funds coming into the accounts for the next 3 years. We also know that instead of a one-year deal or not being the title sponsor, we're more invested. And certainly you'd like to think that over the next 3 years, we're going to grow it into something pretty special with different elements, and we're going to try different things. And before, when it was on Free Sports, or even back in the day at the start of it, when we were on one-year deals on Premier Sports, you try things, but then you go, oh, well, 8 months has already passed. But knowing that we have 3 years to build this and to be the title sponsor and to work with the clubs has always been a bit of a goal of mine. So kudos to the board members on the league side, and kudos to the people above me as my employer that we're able to come together, meet in the middle. Not an easy negotiation, let's be honest. It has been a tough 18 months for everybody. So to come together, to be in a position to do that from our side, and for the league to have a passionate title sponsor and broadcast partner, I think it's win-win.
Thanks for watching 4,000 and counting clips. If you want to hear the rest of the episode, you can head over to Apple or Spotify now. Do that right now. While you're there, don't forget to leave a 5-star review if you enjoyed the content. While we got you on our YouTube, make sure you subscribe, and there's going to be plenty more videos coming soon.